Hello and welcome back to the DFCA YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be on off-spin variations for you to do at home and so the comforts of your own home. We're going to look at kind of 8 variations that you can bowl as off-spinner, ranging from nice simple ones that you can bowl by using your stock ball, little subtle changes in release, trying to deceive the batters, or trying to beat both edges either by on the angle or spinning it both ways. To help you with this, if you haven't already seen it, make sure you go and check out my video on off-spin basics and drills. This will help you learn how to bowl the off-spinner and have a nice, strong, repeatable action. Let's have a go. Changing your pace is a really effective variation for an off-spinner because you don't have to change your action and you don't have to change your grip or your release. You can either bowl it quicker or slower, depending on what you're trying to deceive the batter with. Whether you might bowl a bit slower because it might turn a bit more off that pace, or to do batters in the air by trying to get them to hit big and miscuing it, maybe get caught or stumped, or bowling it quicker and flatter where they might trap the batter in the crease and get a boulder or an LBW. To bowl it slower, the only thing that really might need to change is you just might bowl a slightly higher arm with extra focus and emphasis on just spinning the ball up. If we can spin the ball up, because of gravity, what comes up must come down. If we can spin it big, we can get a nice little drop to deceive the batters and hopefully get those wickets. For a quicker ball, we might go the other way. Instead of going higher arm, we go for a lower arm and bowl it flatter to try and bowl it quicker through the air, so it's then hopefully quicker off the pitch, and you may get your bowl and LWs for those wickets. Changing your angle is another really effective variation for the off-spinner because you don't have to change your action, and you don't have to change your grip or your release. For an off-spinner, you could predominantly bowl from quite close to the stumps over the wicket, whether your left arm or right arm. Then you might decide to actually go wide of the crease and create a different angle for the batter to think about. We also have the option of not just bowling over the wicket, but bowling around the wicket, again to give that different angle and cause a little bit of doubt and confusion in the batter's minds. There's generally 4 different ways you can change your release for your off-spinner to bowl it in different ways. Your stock conventional way is your side spinning off-spinner, which is where you get your normal action and your wrist and your seam position will be focusing at 45 degrees to try and give us much turn. Still our wrist is going to go back and forth with that 45 degree angle, and we're looking to spin the ball as big as we can by spinning up the back of the ball to get as much revs on the balls we do in the air and off the pitch. For the top spinner off-spinner, we're still looking to bowl it like we would any other off-spinner in terms of bowling the same action, and we're looking to put as much spin on the ball and spin up the back of the ball. The only change from the side spinner to the top spinner off-spinner is instead of going at 45 degrees and releasing it like opening a door, we're just going to go roughly to 20 degrees with our seam and our wrist, so it comes out with more top spin and less side spin. It'll still spin, but hopefully it'll get more bounce. For the top spinner, instead of like the side spinner and the top spinner and off spinner where we're looking to spin the ball, we're not actually looking to spin the ball off the pitch with the top spinner, but we're still looking to spin the ball in the air. But we're going to come up with an upright seam with our wrist straight, so our front of our wrist is going to face the offside, back of the wrist face the leg side, and the opposite for a left-hander, and it's just going to come out over the top. So what it should do is it'll pitch and it'll get extra bounce. Fourth one is the undercutter, and just like all 4 that we mentioned, you're going to bowl from the same action and the same grip. The only thing changed with this one is instead of going over the top and spinning up the back of the ball for the other 3, your wrist is going to come under the ball, and then it's going to release out the kind of side, so the ball has a horizontal seam that comes out. And what it should do is hit the shiny, or the bottom part, the shiny side of the ball, and then just skid on with the arm. Final 2 we're going to focus on is predominantly looking to beat the outside edge as a right arm off-spinner to the right-hander, or a left-hand off-spinner to a left-hander. To start with, we're going to focus on the arm ball. Again, the beauty of these is we're going to bowl from the same action, and we're going to have the same grip. The only change is we're just going to move the ball so that the seam is running along either our middle finger or index finger. Either way works. I've seen off spinners do either way and be just as successful. So you've got to find what works for you. I prefer using off my middle finger, and the only difference is on release you're just going to push the ball off that middle finger, so hopefully you might just swing away in the air from the right hander and just beat the outside edge. The final variation is focused on actually spinning the ball the other way, and this is either called the carom ball or the knuckleball. There's three ways you can generally do this, and again I encourage you to find what works for you. You can either go with one knuckle, generally your middle knuckle, and just flick the ball off that knuckle, trying to put as much spin on the ball so it goes the other way. You can bowl with two knuckles, so maybe your middle one and your ring one, or you can do your middle one and your index, and again we're trying to put a lot of spin on the ball to make it spin the other way. Or if you've got maybe bigger hands, you might decide to go three knuckles. The key with this is again you're going to bowl the same action, but unlike a seamer, we're still trying to put as much revs on the ball as possible, because we're trying to get the ball to spin the other way as much as we can. Here's a challenge for you to see if you can master the off-spin variations by trying to become a 5-star spinner by using those variations. And here's how. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It's really appreciated. If you've become a 5-star off spinner, let me know in the comment section below. Once again, as always, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, give us a nice thumbs up. Let's get Bristol active.